So we're in front of McNellie's, downtown Tulsa, just to the west here. We're on the corner lot west of McNellie's at the northeast corner of First and Elgin. A few months ago, we were able to acquire the property to the west of McNellie's, and something we've looked at for a long time. We've always wanted to have a beer garden component to the pub here, and so finally we're able to acquire the property a few months ago, and now today we have two large mature live oak trees that are coming up from the Red River in Texas, right on the border, that we're going to plant today. The biggest of which is 30 feet tall and 30 feet wide and weighs 45,000 pounds. So, but the idea being that, you know, the day we open this beer garden, we'll have big shade trees. You can come enjoy a beer in the shade, and hopefully instead of having to wait on some trees to grow in over 20 years, we can get there a little quicker. At some point, we're going to take the existing building here that's adjacent to the beer garden and build an outdoor bar, but that project's been delayed a little bit just because of COVID and other things. So we're going to kind of slowly ease into this, and for now, we're going to cut a hole in the side of McNellie's. Well, we were always going to cut a hole there, but that way all the food will still come from the same kitchen. But cut a hole in the side of McNellie's, so you'll walk through McNellie's, or we'll have gates out here you can enter the beer garden through, and then all the beer and food for now will just come from inside the pub until we feel like things have recovered enough where we can build the bar right here. Yeah, McNellie's turned 16 in March of this year, and we have been talking about trying to build a beer garden here next to McNellie's since we were under construction in 2003. So it's been 17 years in the making, and to be perfectly honest, you know, I'd kind of given up on it. I thought it was just one of those things that was never going to happen. So if you would ask me probably for the last 10 years or so, I'd just kind of given up. Of course, it's always kind of the back of my mind. And we got an email to the generic contact form to McNellie's webpage back, and I think it was probably July or August of last year, from the son of the man who's owned this property for I think he's owned it for almost 60 years, and said, hey, we'd heard you might want to buy that property. We're getting ready to liquidate my dad's stuff, and send me an email or call me if you're interested. And so I couldn't call quick enough. Called him that day, had a contract in his hand that afternoon, and so took a while to negotiate back and forth and finally get it closed. But you know, certainly something I never thought would happen. We're excited it is, and obviously the timing of being able to have some outdoor seating this summer, given the current distancing and other things, is going to be great. And we're excited to get the trees in and start serving beer.